One of the big questions that comes out of studying Jewish history is, on one hand, we're talking about a God who knows and controls everything. On the other hand, we're talking about human beings, free will. I mean, the question is really, if God knows and controls everything, how can you say that human beings have free will? So the simple answer to what's really a very complicated and deep question is, yes, we are really choosing, but God knows what we're going to choose. And I always like to use the analogy of, imagine you're standing on top of a very tall fire tower, and you're looking through a telescope into the distance. 60 miles away, you're looking at this big, beautiful mountain. And you look through the telescope and you see at the top of the mountain is this beautiful lake with a waterfall and trees, and there's a waiter there with a tray with a pina colada. He's holding it, waiting for you. And between you and that beautiful seat at the top of the mountain is 60 miles of the deepest tropical rainforest you've ever seen. Now, there's a host to the scenario. He's standing next to you, and he says, here's the deal. You got 6 days to make it through that forest, climb to the top of the mountain, sit in the chair, drink the pina colada, and enjoy the view. He tells you one other thing. He says, you see everything in front of you? Looks natural, but it's really the world's largest Disney World. It's got 500,000 staff and 3 supercomputers that run it, meaning we really control everything, but for you, it will all seem natural. Okay, the trees are the trees, the water, the forest, everything is normal. Now you have a series of paths, he tells you can take. All paths lead to the top of the mountain, but it's for you to decide which path you take. So you climb down the mountain, he gives you a backpack with 6 days of supplies and a clock that goes from 6 to 0. And in front of you, you see 10 paths that go into the forest, and you can't see where any of them go. Now you can go down one path, where 100 yards into the forest, you come to a golf cart, which takes you to a heliport. You take an hour helicopter ride. An hour later, you're sitting at the top of the mountain, drinking the pina colada and enjoying the view. It was quick and it was painless, and you got plenty of time to hang out. Or you can go down another path where 100 yards into the forest, pygmies with blowguns shooting poison darts at you. And you're cutting your way through the thickest tropical rainforest where it's 120 degrees, 100% humidity. It's like quicksand. You're going 1 yard an hour. The blood's being sucked out of your body by mosquitoes, leeches, and gnats. You're being chased over fraying rope bridges with volcanic lava underneath it by hungry lions. And in that scenario, it's 5 minutes to midnight at the end of the last day. Time is almost up. Your supplies are up. You're exhausted. Your clothes are shredded. You're missing a few minor body parts. And you have to be medevac to the top of the mountain and drink the pina colada through an IV tube. What's the point? In either case, you made it. But how quickly, how slowly, how painfully, how painlessly, that was up to us. And that's the real question. We understand. The beginning is known. The end is guaranteed. We decide the paths we take. But how do we know which path to take? We could start our journey by standing in front of 10 paths and going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, down which path do I go? That's a dangerous thing to do. Probably get unlucky there. Or we could read the map. And the map, we know, is the Torah. It's our guidebook for how to navigate our way through, avoid the pitfalls, and make it to the end of the story as quickly and as painlessly as possible.